Right behind you. Aye, aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers. That's why I joined the Freestar Rangers. I knew they'd fly me to Aquila for training, and I wanted to do something more meaningful with my life than building starships. I really hope so. Did you need something? Eventually. The hypocrisy was too much. I made the decision to resign and move to the UC. It seemed like people there might share more of my views. That's what I get for trying to be nice, eh? I'm trying to be reasonable here. Our shields are down, Captain! Ordering the ship to leave Hopetown might be the best thing that happened to me while I was a deputy. Nice work, Captain. What do you have for me, Captain? Did you hear something, Captain? It's Ron Hope's fault. He controls everything that happens in Hopetown. Our entire economy is dependent on him. Let's get this over with, huh? Of course, that means a structured government, like the UC's. But unlike MAST, I'm going to welcome criticism and diversity of opinion. Let's not hang around. More of them might show up. Maybe I'll have to recruit you someday, huh? The shields are offline! Sorry, my pack's kind of a mess. It all seems just a little bit too shiny when you really start to look closely, huh? I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so. A world without people like Benjamin Bayou would be a much better place. I've got you covered! No, that's not any more true than it was a minute ago. I think you're exactly right. This kind of thing takes a lot of work and a lot of planning. I still have plenty more to do before I get started. If it comes down to a fight, I'll back you up.
You looking to hire shields tech, or is this going to be another waste of time?
I never thought I'd say this, but I actually missed Aquila City. After living in them both, I'm not sure either the UC or the Freestar Collective does things right. I found them, Captain! You know what? That does make sense. They got our weapons! Once the wool fell from my eyes, living in New Atlantis lost its luster. That's when I decided life in the major factions wasn't for me. I'd call myself the exception, not the rule. Most people can't just hop on a starship and become a Freestar deputy. You don't know what you're talking about. See you later, Captain. Captain, is everything okay? If they want to fight, let's give it to them. Your pack getting a little heavy? But I'm not sure that's the truth after all. There are still many people in the UC who live in poverty, and the government does nothing to help. Did you see where they went? I've still never seen anything like that. It wasn't until I got old enough to start working in the factories myself that I started to understand how bad things really were. Stop! I don't want to hear it. Nothing but inorganic materials out there. Count me in. I've got my orders, but maybe we can work something out. I'll never get used to seeing that. Another one down! Starting with finding the perfect place to set up shop. I sure hope you don't mind keeping me around a while longer. I've got this one. I see what you're saying. Don't worry. I'm happy to help, Captain. Huh. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. It showed me that Ron Hope isn't the only person in the Freestar Collective willing to step over other people to get what he wants. Keep an eye on your O2 levels, Captain. We downed their weapon systems! That was just what I needed. Thanks. We won't know until someone tries it, huh? I don't know why that shouldn't be me. Let's talk again soon, huh? I get it. Make your way then. If you change your mind, you can find me here. I hope we're not short on any supplies. We won't find much here. Let's talk again soon, huh? I was pretty happy living under the boot at first. The UC seemed to care more about its citizens than the Freestar Collective does. But it's still an unkind place in its own way. Need something? I Hope there's a way to work this out. Something's over here. I am not trying to be a hard ass. I just can't go any lower. Cat got your tongue, huh? I guess that was just my imagination. I won't lie. I'm glad that's over. Watch my back! It sounds better than spending my life serving the Freestar Collective's government rather than its people. I guess we can't see eye to eye on everything, huh? You might be right. I feel sorry for anyone who has to grow up there. Polvo was bad, but at least we didn't have violent gangs. That's a direct hit to their weapons! Quiet as the grave, huh? I want my family to be its first residence. It sounds nice, right? A place where helping your neighbors is the norm, not pushing others down to get ahead. I'm losing blood here! There's lots of gang activity in Neon. We should keep our guard up. Should we grab a drink at the viewport for old time's sake? The shields are damaged! Those are the kinds of questions you almost never hear UC citizens ask. I think that comes down to good marketing on Mast's part. Let's hope they're not as tough as we are, huh? That's a hit! I wouldn't complain about a new assignment. Right. Do you have any idea whether he's looking for additional help? I don't want my settlement to be anything like Neon. There's nothing stopping him from increasing wages and improving safety in his factories, but he won't do it. But people keep buying them, so Hope Tech keeps making them. This city's a bit stifling. Are we headed out soon? Be careful in there, huh? We could run into anything. Huh? Oh, sorry, Captain. I'm all right. Just lost in thought. I've been thinking about a way to bring some real good to the settled systems, and I finally got it. Not if I go broke. It's been a real pleasure, Captain. I wish you the best. This is amazing. We don't have landscapes like this where I'm from. They broke through our shields. Plenty. I'm comfortable on a ship, especially in the gunner seat. I'm also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it. My opinions about the government's responsibility to its citizens seem to fit better with the UC's way of doing things. He's not getting back up! They're coming! Any news to share? I thought the conditions in Hopetown were unique. But leaving Polvo showed me I was wrong about that. Do you need something, Captain? Sure, if that's what you need. We've got our weapons back! Everyone okay? Oh, you're full of surprises, aren't you? The best crew doesn't come cheap. Enough already. I can't just sit around and watch the problems in the settled systems get worse. It's not who I am. I'm right behind you, Captain. But if you've spent any time in the Freestar Collective, it's obvious that they haven't even made a dent in the problems there. That was a close one, huh? But that's a lie. The conditions are awful for the average person in Hopetown. Almost everyone there lives hand to mouth. Until next time, then. It's been a real treat. That's fine by me, Captain. I get wanting to avoid the major factions. I'll settle for looking around the cities during supply runs between our trips. It's always a good day when we get to chat. I'm still willing to talk. Sharing is caring, right? It looks like we'll need our suits in this area. Weapons are ready to fire! Let's get to it. I could have sworn I saw movement. That's all just talk. Doesn't change anything. This might be a good location for a settlement. I think it'd be smart to turn around, Captain. That was pretty close back there, huh? I'm tougher than I look! You better run! It means the world to me to hear that, Captain. I've always looked up to you as a leader. Weapons are working! The Aurora industry has a total stranglehold on this city. We have to repair our weapons! I'd be happy to catch up later. Yeah, I've heard of you. I do like working with the best. Nice work, Captain. Let's move along before any of their friends show up. Maybe we can work something out. Whatever you say, Captain. Here, Captain. Need to swap some things out? I don't know if this is the best idea. All right, if you say so. I'll talk to you later. Of course, Captain. Their treatment of the soul system to begin with. It's one of humanity's greatest treasures, and they've let it fall into total disarray. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. There's nowhere else in the galaxy quite like New Atlantis, huh? I think more people would if they had the chance. But Hope Tech makes it almost impossible. Nobody does murder and extortion like the Crimson Fleet either. I think I'll pass. Brace yourself! There you are. That's true. There's more to a job than just money. I grew up on the edge of poverty, like most working-class people in Hopetown. My parents' wages from Hope Tech barely kept food on the table. Their weapons are back online! This could be dangerous. I hope we get out of there in one piece. They've taken down our weapons! I know how much I'm worth. Too bad you don't. I would never build my settlement on a planet as dangerous as Aquila. Nice words, but they don't change anything. They've downed our shields! I couldn't make peace with the fact that an organization that claimed to stand for freedom and individuality let places like Hopetown exist. I thought I heard... No, never mind. Empty places like this really make me miss the city. That's a great idea. Nobody wants that. In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. I'm ready, Captain. No social safety nets. It's hard for anyone born into poverty to improve their situation, especially with people like Ron Hope and Benjamin Bayou in power. Thanks for believing in me, Captain. Maybe I'll name the place after you, huh? It would be a bad idea to go any further without a spacesuit. Just look at Neon. Poverty and crime are all over the city, but the Rangers barely bothered to patrol it. Learning that made me reconsider my opinion of them. We have our weapons back! He likes to sell it as a utopia, a place where workers are provided everything they need for a happy life. We should stop by the Centaurian arsenal. I could use some more ammo. Do you think we got them all? Pleasure doing business with you, Captain. Neon and Hopetown really aren't so different. That was a nightmare. If my settlement has anything like the Rangers, I want to make sure we keep the people's best interest in mind. I've been thinking about the idea of founding my own settlement for a while. It isn't in my nature to sit around while the problems in the settled systems get worse. You sure know your way around the crafting bench, huh? We should stop by the lodge. I'm sure Constellation misses you. I learned a lot from that. Thanks for bringing me here. I don't envy the miners here. This place is pretty desolate. I bet we'll find some useful stuff here. You're not so tough, are you? This'll be useful in combat. If you don't like it, find someone else to deal with. Most UC citizens might agree with you. But maybe that's because they've had Mast controlling what they hear and see for their whole lives. Hello again. Sorry, I've got orders, you know? Hopetown is far from the only place with problems in the Freestar Collective. Leaving Polvo opened my eyes to that. I'm glad I was never stationed here. I never really saw the appeal. Okay, let's get out there. I appreciate it. And don't you worry, I won't let this distract me from my normal duties. You're still the boss. If you're up for a drink, the hitching post has great beer. They've destroyed our weapons! Not sure that's the best way to get me on your side. Quiet! You're going to get its attention! Did you say something? What? No, that's not true. The enemy's here, Captain! I got one! Let's put this to good use, huh? We can take them, huh? I haven't agreed to anything yet. Do you need me to take something for you? You're not alone. Most Freestars aren't very good at introspection. I took plenty of flack for criticizing the Rangers before I left the Freestar Collective behind. Yeah, I hope so. Of course. Let's not close the door on this just yet. There's no sign of anyone, Captain. Ha! That's a good one. That's nice. In the stories I heard growing up, the Rangers were always described as the ultimate champions of justice in the galaxy. I don't see how. You know how it is. I'm the one you've got to deal with, like it or not. I don't think I'm injured. Are you? The dog-eat-dog mentality in the collective runs deep, and the Rangers can't change it. That's why I left. Figured I could do more good on my own. The best way to maintain the status quo is to keep people from examining things closely. Consistent propaganda is a good tool for that. Make sure your suit's good to go, huh? Looks like you'll need it. People born into poverty rarely get the chance to change their circumstances. It's not the free and independent place it seems like from the outside. Couldn't have done it better myself! Something's off about this. Need me to do anything else? The weapons are back online! They've repaired their weapons, Captain! I heard you the first time and didn't care then either. Yeah, we're not going anywhere without our suits. Do you need me to take anything, Captain? Fire in the hole! I can't help anyone if I'm stuck here. There's no sign of them out there, Captain. And there are barely any systems in place to stop them. No one to tell them no or punish them for it. That's the downside of the Freestar way of doing things, huh? Too bad. I think my suit's good to go. Ready to do a little exploring? No, that's okay. I think I got it. They're right on top of us! But my perspective changed after I took an entry-level job with UC Security. They stationed me in the well. I couldn't believe the conditions down there. I'll take that. We might find some minerals out there, if nothing else. Where'd they go, huh? Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. You're quite the craftsman. I'm ready to help. I'm ready for my next assignment. I'd rather not stay in New Atlantis. The problems run too deep. There's corruption and division everywhere, and not enough people are willing to see it. I don't think that will change anytime soon. Can do, Captain. If you're serious about joining me, though, we have a lot more work to do first. Starting with finding the perfect location to set up shop. Just say the word, and I'll follow you, Captain. We should scan the wreckage for anything useful. I'm sorry, Captain. I won't do that. You'll have to show me how to do that someday. Get out of here! I guess I haven't forgotten my training after all. This is what you call negotiating? I wish I could have seen Mars in its heyday. Oh, it must have been quite a place. Neon seems like the kind of city where it'd be easy to get lost forever. This seems like a dangerous area. We should watch our step. I'm feeling better already. Thanks. The enemy's weapons are up and running. I'd like to keep this civil. Yeah. I'm sorry, Captain, but I disagree. They could be doing better. Especially in Neon. I want to be useful, Captain, and I'm not doing you any good here. Even the air smells fresher in New Atlantis. I agree that the UC provides more for its citizens, but they aren't perfect either. One look down into the well will show you that. Maybe we should do a little shopping. Jemison Mercantile has some of everything. I like what the Freestar Collective stands for, but I think some people here have too much power. Got places to be, huh? I can't exactly say I'm excited about this stop. You think I'm a pushover. Get down, Captain! There's a reason the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective have never quite seen eye to eye. They do things very differently. Captain, do you need some help carrying that? Nice words, but they don't change anything. I really doubt it. You're kind of pathetic, aren't you? I think they slipped past us. The longer I spent with the Rangers, the more I started to feel like they serve the Freestar Collective's government more than its citizens. Okay, that's pretty good. For you, I'd consider a discount. He's the administrator of Neon. He basically owns the city. I like to say that not a credit gets spent on Volai Alpha that doesn't end up in Bayou's pocket. I'd like to think so. The Rangers seemed hypocritical to me. They talk about keeping the peace and promoting freedom in the Freestar Collective. But they let places like Hopetown exist. Bye, Captain. We shouldn't explore this area without proper protection. I like that. Absolutely. If you're the best, you should be willing to pay for the best. I bet you're glad to have me now, huh? They're going to start shooting again! Am I being reassigned? That was a nice talk. Mast did some horrific things during the colony war. They'd rather people forget about them, especially citizens who might start demanding a change. Thank you, Captain. Sure, ask away. Thanks for having my back. I feel for you, but I can't work for that little. I have to make a living. Not this time! Hey there! You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me? But I had my mind set on finding a better place for all of us. I've been trying to find my parents a way out of Hopetown for years. I hear you. For all that working with the Rangers wasn't for me, I still learned a lot. It was eye-opening to see how people live all over the Freestar Collective. You think that's right? I hope you don't mind keeping me around for a while. We've got a big galaxy to search, huh? No way. It's my ass if something goes wrong here. I feel bad for everyone stuck in the stretch. There has to be a better life for them somewhere. You know what? You're wasting my time. Let's steer clear of Aggies. That place gets more dangerous every year. Let's get out of here. I don't like the look of this place. I wish I could do that. It seems to me like the only option is starting over, huh? Founding a colony without the influence of massive governments and corporations. You think so? Oh, I'm glad it all makes sense. It's the first time I've said it all out loud. I really hope so. I get the feeling you're trying to stiff me. Do you need me to carry anything? They're gone now, Captain. I really don't think it's a good idea to stay here, Captain. Nice piloting back there, Captain. I thought I did, at first. New Atlantis is clean and safe, and most of the people there are happy. And it seemed like the government was doing a lot to keep it that way. Let's get out of here, huh? It's not safe. Let's not hang around. This area's not safe. You don't scare me. The statue in Co Plaza is really something. We should stop by if you've never seen it. Now's your chance! For a long time, I couldn't imagine my life any other way. Ron Hope does a good job making sure his workers feel like they're being cared for. The way I see it, you need what I'm offering more than I need what you're paying. They got me, Captain! I don't think we'll find any creatures around here. This'll really help in combat. Look out! That's some good craftsmanship. All right. That's no excuse for threatening people. That's another one down! I can't imagine anyone wanting to settle down here. Here, let me take that. I hope they didn't call for reinforcements. How do you do that? Wait, what was that? I thought being a ranger would be a perfect fit. But it didn't turn out like I was expecting. I don't think so. All right, let's get out of here. I'm ready. Lead the way, Captain. You're short on credits? I can't hold on. They got their weapons online! I'm afraid you won't change my mind, Captain. Throwing a grenade! You're starting to make a lot of sense. I think we can relax. There's no one nearby. It made me realize that the type of society I want to live in will only exist if I create it. I've started to seriously think about founding my own settlement someday. I admire anyone tough enough to live out here. Time to make myself useful, huh? This seems like a good place to resupply. If my settlement has to have a military, it won't be anything like the UC's. Well, Captain, if you're looking for rocks, I think you found the perfect place to start. Thanks for bringing me here. It's given me lots of good ideas. That's great, but you get what you pay for, you know. Thanks for letting me tag along. Let's catch up soon, huh? Look, I'd like to help, but it's nothing like the rest of New Atlantis. But you'd never know that from the outside, of course. Enemy's weapons are online! I agree. It was awful to grow up around so much suffering. I found something! All right, Captain. But I'm not rushing into anything. If I'm really going to do this, I need to get a better sense of how people live all over the settled systems. Places like this give me the creeps. They barely make enough to keep the lights on, let alone start a new life outside of Hopetown. What, is that supposed to be funny or something? Shields need repairing, Captain. Maybe we should leave some things behind? I have some space if you need help carrying anything. They won't be firing back, huh? I couldn't stand being part of an organization that didn't live up to the promises it made. So I decided to resign and try my luck in the UC. Where are you assigning me? Our weapons need repairs! Grenade out, Captain! He can almost smell the corruption in the air. Is that all you got? Get over here, Captain. Good thing I'm working for a captain that likes to travel, huh? We'll hit all the major cities in no time. No, it's not that simple. Watch your feet, Captain. The last thing we need is you falling into a mine shaft. We've got this! You're making my job easy! Do you need me manning the weapon systems, Captain? The enemy weapons are down! I really hope so. They're on the run. Let them go. Dropping off or picking up, huh? Keep your guard up! I've got your back! You know how you have that friend, Ben, who does regular salvage runs in the Sol system? They're headed straight for us! Maybe we can get out of this without a fight, huh? I'm not so sure that's a good idea. That was strange. They must have run away. This can't be good. Let's get out of here, huh? Missed the sound of my voice, huh? Thanks for all the adventures. You know where to find me if you change your mind. We've got them now! Well, I guess all I can do is hope so, huh? I'd love to test that out. I think you may be right. Need me to take some things, Captain? I'd really hate to be on the wrong end of that. I'm ready to get moving, Captain. Let's show them what we can do. Don't get ahead of yourself. I hit one! You're back. What do you say? Will you take me with you? I wish we didn't have to come here. I don't like it. You can't hide from me! I'm lucky that joining the Freestar Rangers got me out of there. It wasn't the kind of place I wanted to spend my life. The conditions are awful for the employees. My parents have worked for Hope Tech their whole lives and they still live hand to mouth. I think there's something out there. Looks like they want to fight! Let's keep it quick. I don't want to be here any longer than we have to. You know what? You might be... Wait, no. What am I saying? Let's head back, huh? This environment's pretty dangerous. I'm right here with you, Captain. The enemy's weapons are back online. I've always tried to see the best in people. I really believe that the average person wants what's best for everyone around them. Too close for comfort, huh? Their weapons are ready to fire! Don't let them get away! I don't see how. Did you need my help with something? Their crew might not be so happy to see us. Stop trying to confuse me. Start weapon repairs, Captain! No government, no corporations, no military. This place isn't so bad. Ah, I see. Well, no harm done. Save your money to take care of yourself. I'll stay put, Captain. I always enjoy our chats. I'm just doing my job, you know. I'm sure you're on the up and up. I doubt more talk is going to change my mind. There won't be any corporations the size of Xenofresh in my settlement. I'm hit, Captain! I am no criminal, if that's what you're saying. I just want to do some good in the galaxy. I tried to hack it as a Freestar Ranger, but it's not for me. Thanks for stopping to chat. Our shields need more power! Most importantly, I want to find leaders who genuinely care about serving the people around them. That's something every city in the settled systems could use more of. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking before. If you want my opinion on something, you have to ask. That's what I'm hoping. My clothes are going to be damp for hours. I'm ready to go, Captain. Keeping your workforce poor and plying them with cheap liquor at company stores is a good way to keep them around. I'm suited up and ready to go, Captain. Enemy ship ahead! I'm not trying to make your life difficult, you know. Grenade! We should get planet-side and check the ship for damage. I thought I did at first, but taking a job in the well changed my perspective. I realized that a lot of things I've heard about the UC were just propaganda. You know me. I'm an open book. You think that means you can push me around? Not likely. Phew. I'm glad I lived to see solid ground again. Oh, this will make a great addition to our arsenal. The UC treats Sidonians like second-class citizens. That kind of thing won't happen in my settlement. Get out of there! New Atlantis almost has it right. If it weren't for the propaganda, it would be perfect here. I'm sorry to hear that. Nobody deserves to be taken advantage of by the system. There has to be a better way of doing things. I wonder if there are any aliens out there. I am getting bored out here, Captain. Damn, that hurts! Don't mess with me! All right, let's get to it. Wow, that's incredible, Captain. That'll take out their weapons! It showed me that Ron Hope's attitude isn't unique. The Freestar Collective is full of people willing to take advantage of others to get what they want. I'm starting to think you're right. Sorry for the false alarm, Captain. I'll watch your back if we're headed out of town. It's dangerous beyond the walls. You're great, Captain. Seeing so much of the settled systems has really opened my eyes. Thanks again for taking a chance on me. Another battle, another victory, huh? I knew they'd run off. Maybe people would be kinder to each other in a place like that. Most people down there live in the same conditions I saw in Hopetown. There's crime and unemployment, and a lack of good medical care. We should spend the night at the Stone Road Inn. I could use some sleep. You know what? I may be starting to like you. It made all the UC talk of a perfect society seem like propaganda. The more I started looking around, the more cracks I saw in the whole thing. Well, the last thing I want is you going bankrupt on my account. I'll work for whatever you can pay. And because of the way we Freestars do things, there aren't any systems in place to stop it from happening. It was a depressing place to grow up. Ron Hope talks a big game about providing for his workers, but the truth is that most of us can barely keep the lights on. Something doesn't feel right around here. I grew up in Hope Town on Polvo. It's a corporate town run by Ron Hope, the CEO of Hope Tech Manufacturing. Almost everyone who lives there works for him. I've got room in my pack if you can't carry all of that. Don't get bent out of shape. Enemy weapons destroyed! I thought I saw something over there. I guess that's goodbye then? Safe travels! That's one less to worry about! We'll move faster if we're not so weighed down. No apology needed, huh? It's not your fault. Hey, now, it's not like that. I am a professional. I just could use the work is all. That looks like a high-quality piece. I don't know about this, Captain. I get that, Captain. I wouldn't ask you to change your plans for me. You're the boss, huh? I've got a big galaxy to search. Got something to do on your own, huh? Wow. Would you look at that view? I'm happy to help. Ah, so you do have a backbone. Looks like it's all clear, Captain. Ugh, you're wasting my time. I think we cleared them out. I haven't been to Aquila since my ranger training. Maybe we can still work something out. The Sol system might be a good place for my settlement. I like the idea of being close to Earth. I've got one! Enemies down! This seems like a good way to make enemies. It's awful to see how neglected Sidonia is compared to New Atlantis. Hi there, Captain. I quit a couple of months ago, and I've been on my own ever since. I think without the influence of big governments and greedy corporations, people will treat each other better. We have hostiles ahead, Captain! You sure about this stop, Captain? It looks pretty dead out there. Don't laugh, okay? I want to start a settlement. A place for people who want a fresh start or a new life away from the UC and the Freestar Collective. They've repaired their weapons! The weapons need repairs! I'd love to travel some more. Will you take me with you? Nice shot! Enemy weapon down! Nice chatting with you. I'm hit! Always a pleasure, Captain. You do that. Duck and cover! Just look at this place, huh? I wonder what's out there. Weapon systems down, Captain! The weapons don't look so good! Did you hear... No, it must have been the wind. I'll take good care of your things. Why? Because I want the best for the people around me? Ooh, looks like a good one. I appreciate it. I'm glad that's over. Oh, space combat makes me nervous. I've heard a lot of shady business happens at this spaceport. They've taken down our shields! Well, we won't be going any further without our suits. HopeTech is a starship manufacturer. They make cargo freighters and other industrial vehicles. Most of them are clunky eyesores, barely suited for grav jumping. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear. They don't get it. I'd love to borrow the UC's architecture from my settlement, that's for sure. No! We should steer clear of the Freestar Embassy. I'm not sure I'm welcome there. The weapons are working! Uh-huh, you may think so, but I don't. That's safe, right? Our shields just went down! I try to be. The shields aren't functioning! Right. Sorry, Captain. I'll watch your back if you watch mine. That's right. Get out of here. Oh, well, I guess there's no accounting for taste, huh? If you change your mind, I'll be here. This was the first major city I ever visited. The UC makes a show of promising job placement and housing options to all its citizens. But if those programs exist in the well, there's no sign of them. Something on your mind, Captain? The weapons are up and running! That's an attitude I can get behind. Oh, I can't wait to see what the Settled Systems has in store for us. Okay. You've made your point. Time for another adventure, huh? All right, fine. You might have overdone it a little, but I respect a strong negotiator. I can see that. I'm right behind you, Captain. Captain, I think we could leave some things behind. The UC's insistence on maintaining a large and well-equipped military is also a bit off-putting. If they're committed to intergalactic peace, why do they need it? Let's make them regret this! You read my mind, Captain. You're really getting to know me, huh? Looks like we've got company! I seem to attract the types with big talk and empty pockets. I think the UC government doesn't like people challenging its decisions or remembering its history in too much detail. Good. Now maybe we can work this out like reasonable people. I don't want to die. Spending too much time in New Atlantis makes my head spin. Is it actually over? I'll be seeing you. Their weapons are repaired! Go do some good out there, huh? I'll see you around. I thought if I moved to the UC and found out things were better there, they might finally be willing to consider it. Take cover! Thanks for having my back there, Captain. All right, I'm willing to hear you out. I'm still listening. I took care of that one! Let me help you, Captain. I was just thinking about you. I'd like to keep the freedom that the Freestar Collective allows, but implement a set of laws to check individual power. That way, no one's influence gets out of control. This isn't getting us anywhere. That means visiting the major cities and looking at both the good things and the bad. That way, I can decide what things I want to keep and what I am going to leave behind. Did I do all right back there? That's true. You know what? I like you. Maybe we can work something out. I think we should stick to environments that don't want to kill us. Ready to return fire! Sure thing. What good am I doing you just standing here, huh? Make sure you have plenty of ammo. This could get ugly. Whatever you say, Captain. Hopefully the Deimos executives treat their workers better than Ron Hope treats his. Think about that again, huh? Co Plaza on Aquila, Bayou Plaza on Neon. Us Freestars do love our plazas, huh? Headed somewhere new, huh? I know more people would leave if they could. But Hope Tech's wages are so low that almost no one can afford it. I don't think they're here for a chat! This place is pretty incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I'd rather go back to Hopetown for good than spend a month in Ebbside. Let me know the next time you need my help. I think... No, stop it. You're trying to confuse me. I can take you. No problem. Back under the heel of the boot. The weapons are back online! I used to dream of visiting Neon, but it's not at all like I imagined. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. All right. I could use a rest anyway. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. That was interesting. I have some thinking to do. I have my issues with the UC, but it's hard not to be impressed by Mast. I wonder if we'll meet any people out here. Thanks for giving me a chance, Captain. I won't let you down. Here, take this. That doesn't mean I'm a pushover. Their weapons are down, Captain! Maybe so. I'd rather not be part of a society like that. Thanks! I think we'll make a great team, huh? The UC provides services like healthcare and job placement for its citizens. Those kind of things don't exist in the Freestar Collective. I've heard that the UC military used to recruit elite soldiers from the mines on Mars. Call me crazy, but I swear I heard something. Well done, Captain. I think I'd be more useful to you on the ship. It isn't my problem that most of the settled systems doesn't seem to share my way of thinking. This really isn't like you. It was the right decision, but it wasn't an easy one. My family is still in Hopetown. That was almost enough to keep me from leaving the Freestar Collective. How can I help, Captain? I understand. Our weapons are primed to fire! I think they're gone. I wonder if any of my old ranger buddies are still stationed around here. I was raised in Hopetown on Polvo. It's a corporate town run by Ron Hope, the CEO of Hope Tech Manufacturing. It must be exhausting to work in the mines all day. Okay, good. I don't like a pushover. Stopping here was a good call. It seems like a friendly place. I know what you're trying to do. It isn't going to work. I won't hold back! I'm warning you! I can see that. I joined the Rangers because I thought it was the best way to improve the lives of my fellow Freestars. But the Rangers can't change everything. Hold on. You're trying to confuse me, aren't you? Sorry, but I can't. Sure. What is it? We can take them! The weapons need repairing! Got one! I won't do that, Captain. You might be right. The New Atlantis skyline is just gorgeous at sunset. Don't mistake being reasonable for being a pushover. I really doubt it. Captain, did you make that noise? I'm not an unreasonable person, you know. Ugh. Oh, the air in these suits tastes terrible. That hurts. That hurt. Oh. Do some good out there for me. I'm not going to make it. Captain, help! I won't make it. Achoo! Excuse me. It's all the dust in the air.